also need Ukraine to make changes to fix the broken immigration system here. We also need Congress to make the changes to fix the broken immigration system here at home.
Well, that was America's 81-year-old President Joe Biden confusing Congress for Ukraine while speaking about fixing the immigration system that is broken under his leadership. Joe Biden is the oldest president in America's history, and as he gears up to run again in 2024, the concerns around his age, his energy and mental focus continue to rise. He's been criticised as news media evader as he doesn't front up to the cameras nearly as often as his predecessor. But when he does, well, it's not always smooth sailing. Here's the president having a laugh as he tries to communicate with reporters that he'll be taking 2 questions.
Thank you. Look, we're going to alternate asking questions. We're going to ask a total of each ask 2 questions. And I will ask the first question. I will recognize the first question asker. I'll ask a question, Joel, too. But Danny Kemp.
And here is Joe Biden getting a bit lost as he reads his pre-written speech.
The United States and Congress must, as I asked last week, it's stunning that we've gotten to this point. You know, we need to fully appreciate how it's wrong, how this is being viewed around the world.
Now, this next clip we're about to show you is hard to dismiss, as the president declares it's been 65 years since the October 7 attack on Israel by Hamas.
But we know this year's Hanukkah is different. It's been 65 years since the deadliest day of the Jewish people since the Holocaust. 65 years.
And here is the president earlier this year speaking about the government's commitment to infrastructure.
Over $1.3 billion.
And here he is talking about the benefits of catching a train.
And all the studies show, by the way, people get from point A to point B faster on a train than their car. They take the train.
Joe Biden may be the oldest president in America's history, but he's determined to show that he knows the country's biggest pop stars. Unfortunately, though, during this speech, he managed to confuse Beyonce, Taylor Swift and Britney Spears all in the same sentence.
Now, just to get here, Liberty and Bell had to beat some tough odds in competition. They had to work hard to show patience and be willing to travel over 1,000 miles. You could say even this harder than getting a ticket to the Renaissance tour or Britney's tour. She's down in, it's kind of warm in Brazil right now.
During Biden's presidency, he's also taken up the opportunity to prove to America that he's fit and healthy. Just look at these occasions that he shows us he can jog.
Your Excellencies, the President of the United States.
Is this on? Yes, it is.
Here's another look back at some of Biden's finest moments.
And Joan Shengang, I'm going to pronounce right, Shanga, $159 billion led. America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him. The idea that Los Angeles and what am I doing here? For 2 reasons. One, we haven't been able to communicate it in a way that is, let me say another way.
Unfortunately, there are more and more of these moments as he's visibly confused. Sky News contributor Sophie Ellsworth says she's now at the point she almost can't watch Joe Biden anymore.
Now let's go to President Joe Biden, who's had yet another incoherent press conference. This one was so bad that his handlers moved in to cut the question and answer session short. Speaking in Hanoi, the president, he was confused.
Look, nobody likes having celebrated international meetings if you don't know what you want at the meeting, if you don't have a game plan. He may have a game plan. He just hasn't shared it with me. But I tell you what, I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to bed.
Look, he wants to lie down, and I think we're all on board with that. I think he needs a lie down. But when he's speaking in full sentences, he says dumb stuff like this.
And the only existential threat humanity faces, even more frightening than a nuclear war, is global warming going above 1.5 degrees in the next 10 years. And we're in real trouble. There's no way back from that.
What do you think about that we've got to be far more worried about global warming being the end of the world than nuclear war?
Rita, this whole performance by Joe Biden, I will say, is an utter embarrassment to America. I actually am at the point now where I almost can't watch this anymore. It's just so demoralising.
Don't say that, because I've got a Biden extravaganza coming up later.
We want the viewers to tune into the Biden extravaganza.
So you need to watch that.
Absolutely do. But Rita, I just want to get that surely someone should just get that microphone and save him from these embarrassing situations where he makes no sense. He speaks in riddles. How on earth is this man running the country?
Video shows Louisville officers tossing drinks out of their cars at random people on the street.
WDRB's Molly Jett explains why this has been a long time coming. Molly.
This happened about 4 to 5 years ago, and the officers involved were charged and fired last year. However, this is the first time we're seeing what happened.
LMPD officers were driving on Berry Boulevard in South Louisville when they spotted a woman walking down the sidewalk in the rain.
Hey baby, you got change for $1? How about a drink?
This was a pattern.
Thirsty fam?
Officers of Louisville Metro Police's former violent crime unit, the 9th Mobile Division, repeated these actions dozens of times in 2018 and 2019.
I missed them.
Filming the drink-throwing pranks and sharing the videos with colleagues.
Up against the building. Don't miss.
On Saturday, more than a year after 2 of the officers were convicted of federal crimes in the scandal known as Slushygate, LMPD released the full set of videos and other records from its internal investigation.
I missed.
Before this week, the videos had only been played in federal court, with no copies released publicly.
Oh, dude, I actually feel bad about that. I don't know if I got it on film.
A federal judge called their actions egregious, conscious, and shocking.
You just fell down.
At least 5 other officers were suspended for their roles in the incidents, such as helping to film or drive for the encounters, sharing laughs in a group chat, and failing to report the conduct.
Right there. Get something to drink!
Sometimes they were disappointed in having to find another victim.
Hey, you got directions? You know directions to the O'Reillys? Chuck it. Hurry. Ready? No. Don't do it. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I don't know if I do it.
While dressed in uniform and driving unmarked vehicles,
Film for me.
officers having fun at the ones they were sworn to protect and serve's expense.
2 officers were convicted of crimes and 5 more were disciplined. Former Detective Curtis Flynn was sentenced to 3 months in prison, and former Detective Brian Wilson was sentenced to 30 months in prison. Police declined to discuss the incidents.